All right, let's dive into the intriguing world of the stock market. Now, I know what you're thinking. The stock market. Isn't that just for Wall Street types in suits, throwing around numbers and making trades? Well, yes and no. It's a lot more accessible than you might think, and understanding it can be a game changer for your financial future. So, let's break it down. First off, what is the stock market? At its core, it's a marketplace where you can buy and sell shares of publicly traded companies. Think of it like a giant auction where, instead of bidding on antiques or art, you're bidding on pieces of companies you believe in. When you buy a share, you're essentially purchasing a tiny piece of that company. If the company does well, so do you. If it struggles, well, you might feel that pinch too. Now, how does it actually work? Picture this. You have a company. Let's say it's a cool tech startup that just developed an app that everyone loves. To grow, they need money. They could take out loans, but that can be risky. Instead, they decide to go public, which means they offer shares of the company to investors through an initial public offering, or IPO. This is where you, the savvy investor, come in. You can buy shares and, in return, you're helping the company raise the funds it needs to expand. Once that IPO happens, the shares are listed on a stock exchange, like the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. From there, the real fun begins. Investors trade these shares amongst themselves. The price of the shares fluctuates based on supply and demand. If everyone wants a piece of that tech startup because it's the next big thing, the price goes up. If something goes wrong and people start selling their shares, the price drops. It's like a roller coaster ride of emotions, and it can happen in a heartbeat. Now let's talk about why people invest in the stock market. Yes, there's the potential for big returns, but it's also about building wealth over time. Historically, the stock market has outperformed other investment vehicles like bonds or savings accounts. It's not just about making a quick buck. It's about growing your money for the long haul. Think of it as planting a tree. You water it, nurture it, and over time, it bears fruit. But remember, just like any investment, there are risks involved. The market can be volatile, and prices can swing wildly based on news, economic indicators, or even social media trends. So, how do you get started? First, educate yourself. There are tons of resources out there, from books to online courses, and yes, even YouTube videos like this one. Once you feel comfortable, you'll want to open a brokerage account. This is your gateway to buying and selling stocks. There are plenty of options out there, ranging from traditional brokers to user-friendly apps that make investing feel less intimidating. And here's a tip: diversify your investments. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your money across different sectors: tech, healthcare, energy, you name it. This way, if one area takes a hit, your entire portfolio won't go down with it. Finally, patience is key. The stock market is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a long-term game. You'll see ups and downs, but if you stay informed and stick to your strategy, you can weather the storms and come out on top. So whether you're looking to invest for retirement, save for a big purchase, or just dip your toes into the financial waters, the stock market is an exciting place to start. Just remember, knowledge is power. The more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to navigate this thrilling world of investing. Happy trading!